Melbourne University has always seen itself as a comprehensive university where we offer a very broad and rich palette of educational and research opportunities. But by depicting the university as aggregations of greater focus, we begin to see more clearly how it's impacting on the state of Victoria and on Melbourne and Australia. We begin to see the critical mass, the collaboration and the networking, the sharing of ideas when you get like people with like interests together in a large comprehensive university like ours. The social sciences, which include the arts and humanities, business, economics, law, education, are concentrated across the middle of the university on either side of Grattan Street. The physical sciences and the mathematical sciences are also forming a distinct physical entity towards the eastern end of our campus. With the Victorian College of the Arts joining the university, we're excited at the thought that that could become a major identifiable performing arts hub for the city and for Victoria. The Parkville area now has developed a major concentration of biomedical research-oriented entities that have become known as the Parkville Precinct. We're here visiting the Bio21 Institute. It's just one of a large number of buildings in the Parkville Precinct. By visiting a few of these, we can give you some of the flavour of what's going on in this important biomedical precinct. The Bio21 Molecular Science and Biotechnology Institute brings together a number of research groups from different parts of the university to allow them to work together, cooperating and collaborating and bringing distinct technologies to problems. The Bio21 Institute houses a number of platform technologies available to researchers both inside the institute and across the whole campus and precinct. The institute is really taking our best researchers working in the biotechnology area, putting them together and giving them the opportunity to develop new technology, new diagnostics, new vaccines and new applications that will improve human health and produce products that can be commercialised. So here we are at the Melbourne Brain Centre. This centre will house about 500 or 600 researchers. One of the key assets of the institute will be a remarkable imaging capacity using magnetic resonance imaging to actually visualise the brain in health and disease, to help map and understand the disease and track the evolution of brain diseases. Scientists will be fully at work by the end of the year, migrating from their current locations to come together where they can share infrastructure, collaborate, test ideas, the sorts of things researchers do when you put them together in a single physical entity. The Royal Children's Hospital has had a long and very distinguished association with the University of Melbourne. It's one of the world's great children's hospitals. It's done wonderful research on the genetics of human disease over many years and houses the world-famous Murdoch Children's Research Institute. The hospital recently has enjoyed brand new development costing well over $1 billion with the support of the state and Commonwealth governments. The research going on in the Children's Hospital is at the very cutting edge of childhood diseases. Coupled with the clinical care and the university contribution, this creates a great opportunity to improve human health, child health for Victorians and Australians into the future. One of our key partnerships is with hospitals, and one of the most exciting developments in the last few years has been the development of a Victorian Comprehensive Cancer Centre funded jointly by the state and federal government. The concept is that research leads cancer treatment, and that every patient in this VCCC, as we call it, will actually be on a clinical trial, helping us forge ahead with new treatments, improve lifespan and treatment of cancer. The centre itself is in the heart of the Parkville Biomedical Precinct, and by integrating all aspects of cancer care, research, education, it becomes an Australian first. One of the more ambitious projects the university has embarked upon the last few years is a partnership with Melbourne Health to create the Dodi Institute for Infection and Immunity. The centre in many ways has all of the elements of a centre for disease control and prevention, such as the CDC in Atlanta, Georgia. There's nothing like this in Australia. This will be a 25,000 square metre building right in the heart of the Parkville Precinct, directly opposite the Victorian Comprehensive Cancer Centre. So we're very proud of this project, and we see this as being of international relevance in the prevention of infections and emerging infectious disease. We're very fortunate here at the university to have affiliated a large number of independent medical research institutes, more than any other university in the country, and chief among these is the Walter and Eliza Hall Institute, otherwise known as the WEHI. The WEHI is probably Australia's premier research institute and is heavily integrated into university life, having many of our PhD students, professors, researchers, teachers working cheek by jowl with the university. We're really very fortunate to have such a superb internationally recognised institute just across the road from the university and part of the wider academic community at the heart of the University of Melbourne. Parkville Precinct is now actually internationally recognised and beginning to form a scale resembling what we see in places like London, Boston, Tokyo, and what's happening to some degree in Singapore. The importance of this scale is that it allows us to set up infrastructure that no single entity alone could afford. It provides a magnet for the best and brightest students and researchers to come and work in Australia. And it creates a kind of a buzz and an energy and a life of its own that takes on a new identity. And that identity is very important for individuals. As they come to work every day, they recognise they're at somewhere very special that's making a big difference, not just for Australians but for the whole world.